And this is what I think you and I have been talking about this for years, right? And I
Yes.
can't seem to wrap my head around the fact that our own government isn't doing enough to stop this. And there's been a failure across the board. I know the Trump administration was working diligently and trying hard to address this issue, but there were even people within the Trump administration that were not taking this seriously enough, not saying, hey, wait a minute, something's going on here. Our children are dying. We have drugs coming across our streets. This isn't about, you're right, the drug addict, which is still a sad story to me. You know, the
Yes.
heroin addict on Skid Row or somebody who's down and out. This is about children in middle class neighborhoods, upper neighborhoods, poverty stricken. It doesn't matter where you're from, what your background is, what your religion is. These drugs are targeting our children across the board, almost as if we released a virus in our community and it's killing our kids and no one is paying attention.
So, Sarah, one thing that should be very alarming to the administration is that if you look at the first 9 months of 2021, the fiscal year, right? So far, CBP, and they've done an amazing job, not only on the border making the seizures, but reporting on the statistics. 234% increase from the first 9 months of 21 compared to 20. So far, there's 8,507 pounds of fentanyl that's been seized by CBP, right? And Border Patrol, right? And last year, for the entire year, there was only 4776. So the significant increases, but can you imagine what's getting into the country? Because remember, our Border Patrol is spending a lot of time on migrant care as opposed to border security. That's another whole story. But Sarah, let me tell you something that you probably don't realize right now, which has really got my blood pressure up. So not only is the current administration not really talking about it, but they're preventing, like, for example, executives from the DEA to get on national news media to speak about this.
Right.
How do I know this? Because Maria Bartiromo tried to get a top-notch DEA executive to get on her show, and the DOJ said no. They have a new policy. All national news stories must come through DOJ. That's really no
It's
secret.
happening all across the board. It's happening with Border Patrol. It's happening with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, DEA, FBI. Nobody can get anyone to tell us anything.